of high caliber plays, but we managed to pinpoint a few players who stood out in their positions. So we're going to start off in the top lane with Zion Spartan.
And honestly, this has mostly to do with his knowledge of the top lane and his ability to manipulate minion waves. That 81 CS differential he had at 20 minutes against Hanser in what should have been a bad matchup as Hecarim versus Lysandra is the main reason for this list, as well as a solid game he had against Coast.
And then we move into the jungle where we find Rush.
Oh yes, big fan of Rush. Huge improvements over the season. The shot caller of the team. Also able to jungle effectively both in lane swaps and standard lanes, controlling the entire map for the team. Big part of that 2-0 week.
Huge improvement on his part, and his companion in the mid lane is going to take OP Xiao Xiao.
Yeah, he did it. He farmed a lot of minions, but in a really impressive way. He had some solo kills on a Corki. He was starting tier every game and never getting poked by Zed. And he never even used Karthus' passive, which is the most impressive thing in 2 games.
And who would have guessed? We have another player from Team Impulse at the AD carry role, Apollo.
Right, another big part of the 2-0 week. Just look at that score line. Very impressive from Apollo. The name change from Wiz Fusion. This entire season he's been playing much better, but he hasn't received as much recognition as the rest of the star-studded team.
Yeah, really that whole team stepping up. And then finally rounding it out, we've got our support, Lustboy.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say the most impressive thing he did against Teammate was hold his shoes up after the game in victory. In all honesty, though, Lustboy, solid as ever. He got a few more targeted bans against him this week, but was able to still be a top-tier support.
Yeah, good to see him adjust to that targeted bans. Taking our top honors this week, we're going to go with our MVP, Rush. He's a player that always swings for the fences, and this week he was hitting some home runs. He had 2 great games this weekend on Vi and Lee Sin to help his team secure their first 2-0.
Definitely concur. I was a big fan of Rush. Very, very small mechanical mistakes once in a while on Vi, but that was it. His overall game plan, coming from the jungle, huge control for that team. And once again, as we said, huge part of that really big weekend for them.
I think part of it too is the improvement that we've seen over the split, and that it's finally manifested this week because he has been the point of criticism for that team quite often.
Yeah, and the improvement in his shot calling, not only his individual play. He set up kills involving players from different sides of the map multiple times.
Well, congratulations to him and the rest of Team Impulse on a very solid week. Now, a quick note on programming. Next week is IM Katowice, so our Week 8 coverage will return on Wednesday, March 18th, with new episodes of the European and North American Challenger Series, as well as a fresh, out-of-the-oven episode of Primetime League. Then the European LCS will be back the following day with Elements taking on H2K, followed by the Copenhagen Wolves versus Unicorns of Love. And the North American action will return on Saturday, March 21st, with TSM facing off against Gravity. After that, Winter Fox will battle it out with Team 8, and Team Liquid will challenge Cloud9. That gets underway at noon Pacific and 8 p.m. Central European time. Now, for myself and the entire live broadcast crew, thank you for watching, and GG.